everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tanya, and if you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. I do hope you consider subscribing, and if you're not stopping by for the first time, thank you for your support. I stumbled. Anyway, I wanted to share with you today an item that I have just recently sold and a few other items that I'm thinking of selling. But the one thing I wanted to add to this particular video is, why do I find it difficult to part ways with some of my items? Now, the item that I have just recently sold is this one. I sold her, I know. And I thought what I would do is I would have one last hurrah in my videos with her. I have had her since 2016 and I have used her, but not overly used her. She is still in pristine condition. Now, I found that I just wasn't using her, and I found that the few times that I did and I was using her, I found it awkward in terms of carrying her, because she just tends to jut out a fair bit from my body, and I don't need extra width coming out of me. And the reason why I let her go is because of the usage and how I was having some trouble sort of storing my things inside the bag, and at the same time I just wasn't using her enough. So I thought, no, it's time for her to go to someone who would love her. Now, this is a 2015 piece made in Italy, and she's exquisite. As you can see, excellent condition overall. Everything about her, even the clochette is still quite firm. It hasn't really softened up at all. Handles, glazing, base, everything is perfect. The inside, everything. I decided that while she was still in excellent condition, and while we are in a situation where canvas is becoming harder to find, I thought it was time now to let her go. Now, the story behind this bag is that I think I bought her back in 2016, and I had sold essentially half my wardrobe. I raised the money. I didn't use joint funds at the time. I was married at the time. I sold so many things from my wardrobe. Clothing that no longer fitted me, was either too small or too big. Good quality clothing. Shoes that I wasn't wearing anymore. Predominantly heels, funnily enough. I sold other bags that I wasn't using as well. I sold jewelry. And when I say jewelry, I mean costume jewelry. I sold perfume, skincare that I hadn't used, makeup I hadn't used, all that sort of thing. I really was quite brutal and very proud of myself for having raised the amount that was required to purchase this. Now, I did purchase this pre-loved from a woman in the Luxe Facebook group and had it all authenticated. Everything is fine. Receipt, it's all there. It's all there. And this one in particular was very sought after, or is sought after currently, because being an older model, it has the shinier leather. It doesn't have the matte leather. So a lot of the damier band pieces now have a matte finish leather. So that's the piece that I have just sold, just sold. So bye-bye, little Alma. You were cute. I enjoyed you at the time. I loved you when I bought you. I just fell out of love with her. So she's going now to someone who will love her probably more than I did. Now, the next item that I will be selling, and I expect to make, well, a small loss on this, to be honest. I actually did well with the Alma. I actually made a profit on the Alma. But this bag, this is the Selfie Home. This is the Milner. She has appeared in quite a few of my videos lately. I bought her back in 2018, and I loved her. I still do. But as you already know, if you have watched some of my earlier videos, the strap bothers me to no end. It's too wide, it slips off my shoulder, and it annoys me. But this is a gorgeous bag. It has excellent capacity. It's got a beautiful firm shape, and it's got the signature Sophie Hum smooth, tanned leather. It's beautiful. I love it. But I think I prefer the tote more, even though I'm not really a tote person, strangely enough. I just find that this one gets in the way for me, and I'm also just not using her enough because of the strap issue. So this one I don't have too much trouble parting with. Now, this one here, this is the Salvatore Ferragamo Vara bag. You have seen this one before. I did a bag story on this. I actually sold jewelry, real gold, that had given to me when I was a kid. And I just wasn't using that old jewelry anymore that my parents, my family on my side had given me when I was younger. And the money that I received for that, I then put towards the buying of this. This is still in excellent condition. every time I think about using it, I don't. But at the same time, it's a great little bag that you could wear crossbody. It doesn't stick out too much like the Alma does. It's sleek. It's that nice Saffiano leather. It's durable. But when I think about my bags and my collection and items that I consider selling, this one comes to mind. Now, part of me doesn't want to sell it because I had sold jewelry and, you know, all of that sort of thing to purchase it. So this sort of has some of that history to it. And I know that I've been told it doesn't matter that I had sold gold back then, old jewelry, to put towards this, because when I sell this, then that same money is going towards something else. And absolutely, very, very true. But I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to part with this one. Maybe because it was one of the first few designer pieces I bought. New. I bought this from the website Rebans. I don't know what to think of this. I don't know how to feel about it. Probably this is a bag that I will also make a small loss on. I just don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it's just a little bit older looking. This Vara bow on the Salvatore Ferragamo is pretty, but I just find that it looks a little bit old. I think I'll be parting ways with this one. The next item that I'm torn about, I actually really like, is this one here. And I only just recently bought this. I haven't worn her because we are in a, clearly, situation where really it's not the sort of easiest time to be wearing and using designer bags. But maybe once we're out of lockdown, it might happen. And this is the Louis Vuitton double pochette in the empreinte. Oh, I still like it. I really like it. The thing is, I just haven't worn it yet. I haven't used it. I haven't decided yet if it's going to suit me. I just love the concept. So it's got this beautiful sort of very soft velour inside. It comes with a gold chain like this. If I sold this, certainly I hope to make back what I spent on it. It is in pristine condition. I just don't know if I will wear it much. And the other thing that makes me think and consider selling it is because of its shape. If you were to go somewhere and want to rest this somewhere on a tabletop or whatever, it does sit flat. I mean, my hand is not flat, so it's not helping. It does in fact sit flat, but because of the light color, I think maybe it would get quite dirty if I were to rest it this way on a surface. However, I'm going to experiment with it. I'm going to put things in it. I will do a what fits in it because I've not actually really shown this to you in detail yet, and see how I feel about it. But if I were to sell another item, it would probably be this one. My daughter loves this, I must admit. So I did say she could have it, but at the same time, I'm thinking there is a Chanel that I'd like to buy. I don't know what that Chanel is just yet, but maybe selling this will contribute towards the purchasing of that particular Chanel. So I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Should I sell this? Not used it yet. What do you think? And the last item that I am also considering selling is also an LV. And this one makes me sad too. This one. This is the Sunset Boulevard. It is essentially a wok. It's in the Amarante color and it's in the Vernis leather, which is patent. It's got this beautiful gold here across the front. I'm really drawn to it because of the old-fashioned Louis Vuitton across there. Oh my gosh, when I bought this again from the Facebook group, and I think from memory, this was the first ever purchase that I made in one of those luxe Facebook groups. It's in pristine condition. It truly is. Everything about it. The one thing that just annoys me about this, only because of me as in my shape and my size, is the short strap. And I know it's meant to be used as just a little evening bag, just sits under there. The problem with that is my arms are not slim. I've put on weight, so I find that this is really, it just doesn't sit well against my body, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And what I love about it is that it's dark, so you could use it as a little evening bag because it's dark enough, but it's not black. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know what to do about this. And it is in exquisite condition. So that now leads me to the next thing that I'd like to talk about. And basically, why do I find it so difficult to part ways with these items? I love all of my beautiful bags and pieces that I have. I think I'm a collector, but I'm a collector who likes to use the items, all these pieces. I keep, every time I say items now, I think of Dale, and I think I shouldn't be using that word. But anyway, my point is, I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel, because I don't want to part ways with them, because I love them. But at the same time, you can't have everything. You can't keep everything. And I would like to have a Chanel piece one day soon, hopefully this year. I nearly did. But I can't have everything plus that Chanel. I can't. And when I say I can't, I think what I mean is that I'm holding myself accountable. I find that I want everything I see. I like just about everything I see. And I'm the type of person that if I like something, I want it. Now, obviously, there are some pieces that I like, that I love, and I probably will never ever have. And I understand that. But those things are essentially out of reach items. In this case, some of these particular pieces are potentially pieces I can acquire and can have. So I want them. I find it difficult to part ways with things. Having said that, I'm not a hoarder, because clearly, like I said, I sold half my wardrobe earlier to buy the Alma. But I find it difficult to part ways. Why? Does anyone else have that problem? How do you compensate? What do you do? I know a lot of people talk about setting like a goal, an actual dollar amount to aim towards. And that made sense to me. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I don't know. Things are to be admired and to be used. And what adds to the beauty of a product is its use too, I believe. I don't know. Can you see my dilemma? Help me out, people, help me out. Let me know what you think. I know that the end of this video is quite rambly. I apologize for that. Anyway, I look forward to reading your comments. And if you haven't already subscribed, I invite you to do so. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you next time.